Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the circus. My name is Nareve, and today we're going to be discussing new techniques as well as some old ones on how to make gold. Now, obviously, the last time that I made a video like this, Legion had not come out yet. Since Legion has come out, I have had an opportunity to both assess market trends and reevaluate the proper techniques for me to be making gold. These techniques, ideally, what I'm going to teach is how to cover at least, at bare minimum, enough gold in a month to cover WoW, so you won't have to pay for it anymore. That's really the ultimate goal here, right? This month I bought 7 more months of WoW, so I've bought, I think, 9 months altogether. And that way I don't have to pay for it. And that's really the goal here, is not to pay $15 a month, but rather pay a bit of your time. Now, as I've said in previous videos, I am not a fan of any technique that requires me to go out and farm. I don't like going out to Stranglethorn Vale and farming for Briarthorn and the Greenwing Macaw off of random mobs. I don't like going to Zul'Farrak and hoping that a Skullflame shield drops. Those aren't things that make me happy. If I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing it in a way that I feel is most productive towards me as an individual, and these are the ways that I do that. Now, before I go any further, here's a quick disclaimer. These techniques will not be fantastic techniques for suddenly making yourself heaps of money overnight. These are going to be techniques that really do take a bit of time and are not for somebody that wants instant gratification. Sorry, sometimes you gotta just put in the work. First, I want to start, however, with my old raids. Now, obviously, I'm a proponent for going into old raids for multiple reasons. You can get cool transmog for yourself, cool transmog BOEs, cool pets, cool mounts. Realistically, I love going into old raids and doing them. Plus, nothing quite makes you feel as powerful as going in and smashing Ragnaros' face in before he can even do anything. Now, let me get into the analytics with you. I've taken the past 4 weeks and averaged out across 3 tunes how long it takes to clear and the amount of gold that I'm getting. So that's at least 12 runs per raid, and so the averages are there. Now, before I jump into that any further, I will say Siege of Orgrimmar Heroic, I am only doing it on my level 110, so the time, it's only on one character. I've only done 3 runs. So the averages from Siege of Orgrimmar may not be quite as accurate. However, I do feel that the other ones are, because realistically I was pulling in the same every time. So let's start with Firelands. Now, the perk of running Firelands, obviously, you get a couple mounts, possibly one off of Ali Razor and one off of Ragnaros. Everybody likes mounts. Excuse me, still a little bit sick. Now, it took me an average of 17 minutes to clear Firelands, and I pulled in 1,460 gold. Trial of the Grand Crusader, 9-minute clear time, 791 gold. Icecrown Citadel at a 14-minute clear time, 1,299 gold. Bastion of Twilight at an 11-minute clear time, 1,331 gold. Dragon Soul at a 21-minute clear time, 1,624 gold. Old War at a 23-minute clear time, 1,201 gold. And then the one that I haven't had as much time to substantiate is Siege of Orgrimmar 10-man heroic, 25-minute clear time to a 30-minute clear time, and I pulled in between 1,900 and 2,100 gold. Now, the reason why this one I'm giving ranges on is because that's all 3 times fell within that bell curve. I'm not comfortable making an average on that, just because from a mathematical standpoint, the sample size is not large enough to do so. For me to be comfortable doing so, I should say. Now, some of the things that you're going to be pulling out of these old raids, especially if you do go back to the old raids, I'm talking your Molten Cores and things like that, are going to be mats. Now, some of the most popular materials are pre-level 85. The reason why is because nobody really is going back to the old materials anymore to farm them, and so the amount of gold that is being lost there is phenomenal. With the new progression of professions, it's really easy to just not go back and do any of that old content, and so people are no longer farming it, and thus the market is really barren of these old materials. Now, when I say older materials, I mean herbs pre-level 80. Anything from level 80 back all the way to, I'm talking gold leaf or silver leaf rather, briar thorn, swift thistle, things like that. They're selling for anywhere from 8 to 20 gold a piece for one. And that stuff's really shockingly simple to farm out because all the nodes are there because nobody's farming them. Moving to mining, anything from the levels of 50 to 85 are selling fantastically, with the top end stuff being your Titan steel bars and your titanium from Kata and Wrath. Or I should just say just Wrath. I don't know why I said Kata. Wrath of the Lich King. Mining nodes are really, really high. Serenite and titanium being the two highest. Those ones are going anywhere from 50 to 200 gold a piece. Now again, these are Illidan averages because I am on the server Illidan, so I'm not going to try to claim that this is going to be unanimous across the board because, full transparency, I don't know anything of the other servers' economies. Which kind of brings me to the next thing of mixing both the older raids and some of the materials. And I will tell you, the most expensive thing that you're really going to find on the auction house as far as old material goes are, they're called Blood of the Mountain. Now, here's what Blood of the Mountain is for. Enhanced Elementium bars are used to craft Thunder Fury, the Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. You have to have 10 of them. They're legendary material, and people don't like farming that. Back to the whole why would people farm old materials thing, nobody's doing that anymore. Well, that requires Bloods of the Mountain. So an enchanted Elementium bar is selling for bare minimum 3,000 a pop right now. Actually, I'm going to go to the auction house just to show that. So the enchanted Elementium bars are going for 3,000 plus right now. I think there's a stack of 10 on the auction house right now that somebody's trying to sell for 3,500 gold. 35,000 gold. And that's just because, actually, if you just hit search, it'll be the first thing that pops up right there. Enchanted Elementium bars, there you go. 3,500 gold a piece right now they're selling for. And shockingly, these do sell because people are trying to get Thunder Fury. Now, that requires, helps to spell, Blood of the Mountain, which are selling for 1,220 gold. This is a fantastic reason to run Old Molten Core. One, there's a few pets in there that can be decent to sell. You got like your Harbinger of Flame and everything. They're not great, a few hundred gold here and there. But off of the giants, the Molten Giant guys, they have a chance to drop Bloods of the Mountain, which, as you can tell, they sell. And I know you can't see, you're not seeing the numbers going right here, and they're not disappearing in front of your eyes. But I do assure you, they still sell. Not entirely sure how I just threw that, but cool. So realistically, there's another great reason to run, as well as the pets, which leads into point number 3, pets and mounts. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, there is, let's go to Battle Pets and Collections. There are achievements like raiding with leashes for Mr. Bigglesworth. All you have to do is collect these pets from old raids. Well, recently they've come out with quite a few more. You've got raiding with leashes 2 and 3. In order to get these, you have to get pets like the Tide Skipper and Coilfang Stalker. Now, this is another fantastic reason to run your old raids. Serpent Shrine Cavern, Black Temple, Gruul's Lair, Karazhan, Molten Core, all of those. On Kiraj, in order to get these pets. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just show you one of the ones that let's say the Coilfang Stalker. I don't have that one. That one comes out of Serpent Shrine Cavern, SSC. Give me 1 second. Here you go. 7,000 gold minimum price right there. Lowest, level 1, 7,000 gold to run Serpentine Cavern. Now, keep in mind, these do have a low drop chance. However, nobody is running the old raids anymore because everybody has deemed them to not be worthy. So far, I've proven that 1, you can get just raw gold out of it. 2, once you vendor stuff, you're making gold. 3, any BOEs that you really get, you can sell. Pets, you can sell. Old materials, you can sell. So tell me again how running an old raid is going to make you no money. Clearly, my 300,000 gold here would disagree with the fact that running old raids doesn't work. See, I'll even prove it to you. You can see all of the runs that I've done this week. I have done Karazhan, BT, Tempest Keep, Old War, Eye of Eternity, Icecrown Citadel, Trial of the Crusader, Firelands, Dragon Soul, and Siege of Orgrimmar. There's proof right there that I am doing it, that I'm not just talking on my ass, and that the gold is in existence. Actually, I think I have a video from earlier in the week where I only had 200,000 gold. Further proof that I have made I've made 87,000 gold this week. I have it written down right here. So, now that we've talked about old materials, the raids that you want to run, and old pets, we're going to move on to transmog. Again, super good way to make money. Everybody wants to look the coolest, right? Everybody, good example, I'm on a Facebook page, and people are always linking every day, at least 10 people, hey, what do you think of this transmog? How's that transmog? And again, back to the why you should run the old raids. People really want the old content, cool looking items like the Skull Flame Shield that I referenced earlier and things like that. And those don't really, although the drop chance is low, if nobody's doing it, why not try to get it? Because you will make some incredible gold doing that. And realistically, that's what when I said earlier, the items that have a high chance to give you high money don't really exist within this plan. If you are going to have money, it's going to come from either a really high-end transmog or a high-end pet. Again, another good reason to run Siege of Orgrimmar and Throne of Thunder, now that you're level 110, is going to be the Pygmy Direhorn pet off of Horadon. You got your Droplet of Visage, your Quivering Oozlings, things like that. Different pets from Siege and Throne of Thunder also sell really, really well. I actually just sold a Pygmy Direhorn a couple days ago, another one for 15,000 gold. So if you're going to have a high ticket item, it's going to be either transmog or a pet, because those are what people are willing to shell out money for, right? Gear's fleeting, enchants are fleeting, materials are fleeting and farmable. These items are not. They're items that people just don't want to farm anymore. Now that I've covered all the old content, I want to jump into current content. Now, right now my blacksmithing is making me money hand over fist, right? Demon Steel bars, I will give you an exact number. They're still going for quite a bit of money. Demon Steel bars are going for 100 gold. Fell Slate ore is going for 35 gold. And Laystone ore is going for 10 gold. Prices have dropped, but I'm telling you, super easy to get this stuff, and as a direct result, super easy to make like your 805 relics, which people still do buy, right? You're still looking at 5,000 gold for that one. And obviously the ones that have harder patterns to come by are going to sell for a little bit more. Now, along with that, Infernal Brimstones also sell, as you can see, 142. They also sell pretty well. Now, I mentioned in a previous video, my advice if you do have blacksmithing is that you're going to want to get the materials required to make the Fell Core Hound Harness. Now, I misspoke previously and said that it was going to be in the current raid, which is Nightmare. It is not in Nightmare. It is in the end of the next raid, the final boss. Actually, I don't even think it's the final boss. I think it's the fourth boss. Drops the recipe for the Core Hound Harness. When this comes out, if you have the ability to make it and to start farming the materials, I really do strongly suggest you do, because it comes back down to the vanity items, the mounts, the pets. this harness, I promise, will sell at least that first few weeks, will sell for some really big numbers. Now, a lot of things that have come out of this expansion are profession related, and you can officially make money again through professions. But something to keep in mind again is don't fall out of routine on some of the older things. I'm looking at you, Lion's Heart. So I don't know why I keep leaving. I just get excited to mount up and show off my mounts, I guess. So here's Lionheart. Oh wow, there's none on there. So I'm actually gonna throw this one on for 10,000 gold, 9,500 and 10,000 buyout. And that's just because these are the ones that I'm selling right now, Lionhearts, right? I've probably sold, since Legion came out, I think I've sold 3 or 4 at anywhere from 8,500 to 12k. So if you have the ability to make that, or realistically any of the old transmog items, go ahead and get that done. The last item that I'm going to tell you about is Fox Flower Flux. Now, I see people trying to sell these in trade chat all the freaking time. This last item is not for you to sell. This is going to be an item that I'm going to show you where to get it. Now, Fox Flower Flux is used by blacksmiths, and a lot of people don't realize that you don't have to buy it off the auction house. Now, herbalists can pick this, and so instantly people think, okay, you can't obtain that any other way. I'm going to buy it for the 300 bajillion gold. But here's a little secret that not a lot of people are aware of. If you go to High Mountain, right here in this little area, the Iron Horn Enclave has a vendor that sells it for 2 gold a piece. Do not get scammed in trade chat. I appreciate the hustle. I respect the hustle. I will never openly tell people in trade chat not to do that or anything, because I've been there. You know, do what you can to make money. It's shitty. I won't do that at this point in my gaming career. I've done it in the past. You know, I've done everything. Ooh, dancing for money. But I'm going to let you guys know, for anybody that watches these videos, don't fall into the trap of buying them off the trade. Get them here at the Ironhorn Enclave. Anyway, those are really the only techniques that I'm going to be discussing today. I got a couple other ones in the works that I will hopefully be bringing forth soon on how to make a little bit extra cash through current progression while being a DPS. Beautiful. Hopefully I'll have that out soon. Go ahead and leave me a like if you guys liked the video. Comment down below what you would like to see me make next time. And yeah, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Ooh, that was difficult to get through. Appreciate you guys' time. Thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot to me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye!